Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about scanner class. We are going to see various scanner methods used to get the input from the user. So first we will see what is a scanner class. It is a latest development in Java which allows the user to read values of various types. So it is the latest thing added in Java. Previously we used to have input stream method where you used to have objects created by using buffer reader, and then you are going to get the input. So all the input will be in string. We have to convert it into various types and store it into the variable. Now here in scanner methods, we are going to take individual input according to the type itself, and that data will be taken as tokens and will be stored into the different types of variables. Now to include this into the program, you need a Java package. So Java package which is used in the program to include scanner class method is java.util.asterisk. So java.util is the package which is having scanner class objects, scanner classes, and this asterisk symbol represents all the classes available under this package. Okay. We have to import the package to perform the different tasks in scanner class. So if you want to use scanner object or from the scanner classes, you need to include it in the program. So how to include it is, you have to use this line. Import is a keyword which you use to include the package into the program. So here java.util is the package, and under that you are going to include scanner class. So this line will include the scanner classes into the program so that you can use the scanner methods. So before getting the input, you have to create an object. Okay, through the object you can accept the data. After importing java.util package, we can create object which can hold a set of values of different types. So this object will hold the values, and it will be stored into the variables which is being used. Now syntax for creating object is, you should have a scanner keyword. So you can see capital S is being used, and SE is the object. So why I use SE is it relates to scanner. So SE is an object, then equal to sign, and then new operator, and then you have scanner again, and then within parenthesis you should use system.in. So system.in is nothing but the input streams used. So here it will be keyboard. Okay, so whatever data you enter through keyboard will be the system in, and which will be taken into the object and will be stored into the respective data, that is variables. Now since the data are taken as tokens, okay, you should have some delimiter. Delimiter is nothing but a separator between two data. So scanner class basically works on the principle of tokens in the input. So each and every data is called as tokens. A token is a series of characters that ends with a delimiter. So delimiter is in between two elements, that is two data. So delimiter used as token separator are comma, full stop, semicolon, and white space. So these are the delimiters used. So comma can be used, you can use dot sign in between elements, you can use semicolon in between elements, or you can use white space. So scanner classes uses white space as a default token separator. So since you don't have any delimiter has been set, you can use white space as the default token separator. So for example, you can have two numbers. In between two numbers, space will be the delimiter which will separate both the numbers. Now you are going to see what are the different scanner methods available. So first one is, if you want to accept an integer value, you have to use next int open and close bracket, where you will get the integer value. So it accepts a next token which can be expressed as an integer. Okay, if you enter some other value other than integer, if it is a character or if it is a double value, it will be accepted only as integer. So it will store the ASCII value of the character, or it will be stored only the integer part of the float number or double number. Okay, so here it will take only the input, that is a token, as integer, and you can see this syntax here, next, and then the second word is integer, that is int is used. So the second word's first character is capital letter, that is I. So to differentiate two words, you are starting the second words first character as capital. So next int, I will be in capital, remaining everything is in lowercase. So when you use it in the program, it automatically accepts an integer. Next float, same way like integer, it will accept the floating type value. So if you want to input floating values, you have to use next float. And same way, if you want to accept a double value, you have to use next double. Okay, suppose you want to enter a word, then you have to use next statement. So you don't have any other second word here. You have only one word next. So this will accept as string. Suppose you want a character alone, that is the first character of a string or a character as an input, then you have to use next, then dot, then character at, that is Charat says that the position number 0, that means whichever the word, okay, you will have the first position value as 0, that is the first character of the word will have the position number 0. So if you enter a word also, it will take only the first character in the string. So you can take the character one by one like that, or you can input a character alone and then you can store it. For both you have to use this scanner method. And then suppose if you want to accept a sentence one or more lines, then you have to use next line. So this will accept entire line of text. That means it will accept sentences including space. Okay, so these are some of the examples of scanner methods available. Now you are going to see the syntax to accept the or use it in the program. Now you will have a data type, then you will have a variable, then you will have an equal to operator, assignment operator, and then you will have a scanner object which has been created already. Then you will have a dot operator, and then finally the scanner method, and then open and close parenthesis and semicolon. So example is integer, that is integer value which will be stored in n. So you will have an equal to sign, then SCSE scanner object which has been created, then a dot operator, and then the scanner method. Within the then you will have open and close parenthesis for accepting an integer value. For accepting a double value, you should have a double variable, okay, and then equal to sign, then SE dot next, then capital D. You can see that capital D, capital double, and open and close parenthesis. Then for string which will have the capital S, string will start with the capital S, then variable, and then equal to assignment operator, and then SE dot next. Then you will have a character. If you suppose you want to enter a character, you should have a character variable which will accept it, and then you will have the scanner method. So this is how you are going to accept all the characters, that is all the input through scanner objects. Hope you understood this video. We will have some more programs using the scanner methods in future videos. Till then, thank you.